Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we're going to start a new little mini series called Lip Balm Battles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair up two of my lip balms and kind of have them go head to head in a competition to see which one comes out as my favorite. So over time, I hope to narrow this down to my favorite tinted lip balm and my favorite clear lip balm. So I have a ton of different lip balms. Some of the ones that we'll be comparing will be like the Pat McGrath balms, the Sisley Nutritive Lip Balm. We've got by Terry Balm de Rose. I have the new Cle de Peau Lip Glorifiers, Dior Lip Glows, a variety of different lip balms that we'll be testing out. And not everybody is necessarily looking for the same thing in a lip balm. So I thought about different categories to kind of, rate these things in. But I think because people are looking for different things, it's better to just kind of go over all of the qualities that I notice about each of these. But one of the main things that I'm going to be looking for is a lip balm that does not leave my lips in worse condition than which they started in. So keep in mind, the skin on your lips is different from the skin on the rest of your body. You don't have all those oil glands to keep it moisturized, and it dries out very easily, especially because you are constantly moving and using your lips. Like other people, I lick my lips constantly, which also helps promote dryness. So some lip balms also have some irritating ingredients that, although they might feel really good while the lip balm's on, it can actually leave your lips in worse condition than when they started. So they can be drier, more cracked, or you end up perpetuating this cycle where in order to have your lips feel good, you have to keep wearing lip balm. It's not actually healing them. So whether a lip balm can truly heal your lips permanently, I don't really think it can. I do think it can improve your skin, but it's going to be on a temporary basis because you're always going to have those stressors on your lips, eating and talking, moving, drying them out. They're exposed to the environment all the time. So, I don't think your lips are ever going to be in perfect condition, but I don't want to continue to use any lip balms that are also not helping in any way. It should at least be neutral, if that makes sense. So if there are any particular criteria that you are interested in me looking for, please let me know, or any particular lip balms that you'd like me to check into. I plan on doing this probably once a week because it's going to take 2 days of testing each week, and I do have other things I'd like to use. So I think each week I'll come up with a lip balm battle between two different lip balms, and I'm going to categorize them between tinted and clear. So we're going to start off this week with two of the lip balms that I recently mentioned. So we've got the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier. So I'm going to use the shade Pink, and this is the one I'm going to wear today. And just so you can see, this is the packaging. It comes in a pink metal tube, and there is a little bit of gold glitter embedded in there. And this is $45. So it is not a cheap lip balm. The claims for this lip balm are that they are going to moisturize, soothe, and heal your lips. So this should actually promote better lip health. Whether that is true or not, we will find out. But so far, just from me wearing it around, so far I really like this one. So I'm very curious to see how it plays out. So this is the shade Pink, and it's pretty clear. So we'll be using this one today, and we're going to go head to head with one of the Dior lip glows. So I'm going to use, I think this is the original shade that I grabbed. Yep, 001 in pink. So you can see that this and the Cle de Peau, they're going to be pretty similar in color. The Dior lip glow actually looks a bit more balmy. You can see there's a little bit more translucence to it. And I haven't worn this in a while. So it has been a while. When I used it before, I didn't really notice too many benefits. So I don't really wear it too often. I have some of the other lip glows, and one of the ones I've used more is this one, the berry shade. So, we'll see. So they will go head to head. So let's get started with the first test for today. And we're gonna start off with, again, the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier in pink. So before I apply it, let's just take a look at my lip skin. Let me get in close. And you can see I do have a little cut on my lip here. And, you know, my skin on my lips, it's dry. You know, I have, especially back here, it's a little bit dry, but it's not flaky. It is actually smooth. It's bumpy, you know, because it is a little bit dry, but nothing is actually to the point of flaking. So this is what we're going to start with. I'm not expecting it to heal this, but I don't want it to get any worse. So you can see it's just a tiny little cut, and that's it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to apply this. And it just gives a very light pink tint to the lips. And I'll be testing how many times I apply this throughout the day, how my lips are feeling, and basically we'll be looking at, you know, what it looks like throughout the day and how long this actually stays on, because some lip balms you have to reapply constantly, and it's just kind of a chore to remember to do that or to carry it with you. So we're going to see how well it lasts as well. So thank you so much. I'll be back later with an update. Hi, thank you for joining me for this update. So it has been 7 hours. I am still wearing the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier in pink. I reapplied once after lunch, and then I reapplied once this afternoon, although I didn't need to. So it did wear off after lunch, and I actually kind of forgot. Like, I did not notice. My lips didn't feel dry. And it wasn't until about 2:30 that I realized that there was nothing on my lips. So I reapplied then, and then I reapplied again like a couple hours later, just because I actually just took off the old one and reapplied completely. I just felt like having like fresh lip gloss on there, or a lip balm. So it wasn't necessary to reapply, but I did. And that was the last time I reapplied. So it has now been a couple hours since then. And you can see here that, you know, the little cut is not evident. Whether it's healed or not, you know, I'll test that later and see, but it's not bloody looking at all. So it looks better. And you can see where I have like some of my dry skin, it is starting to, you know, kind of exfoliate off a little bit. But it doesn't feel like, I don't actually feel it flaking off at the moment, but I feel like it's soft. It's ready to come off. So that's it. So far, everything's been very comfortable. I really like wearing it. Actually did get a couple compliments today on the tint to my lips. So they just said they liked my lip color. And yeah, so that was it. I think right now it's worn off enough you don't really see anything. But I still feel like a little bit of a balmy texture on my lips. It's obviously not as thick as when it's freshly applied, but overall, I think so far so good. And I am actually planning on wearing this overnight tonight and just see kind of what it does overnight when, you know, I'm not actually moving around, using my lips, talking, and all that stuff. So we'll see. I will give you guys another update at some point. So I don't know whether I'll update again today, but I will definitely have an update before I start the Dior Lip Glow. So thank you so much. Okay, so this is my final check-in for the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier. It's not currently on. I actually just finished working out and taking a shower. So sorry for my complexion, but you can see my lips actually do look like they are in better condition. So I think that some of the healing claims may actually be helpful, or it could just be the fact that, you know, it's an emollient product that I have my lips for, you know, a whole day. So the little cut I had here seems to be gone. You can see there's a little bit of pigment kind of stuck in like a couple of the cracks in my lips there. But other than that, you know, everything feels really smooth. I did wear it overnight, And when I woke up, it was mostly gone, but there was still just a tiny bit left that I could feel on my lips. But for the most part, it wore off overnight. And yeah, so that was it. And then the next one up will be the Dior Lip Glow. So I will be back with that in a little while. Thanks. Okay, so this is going to be today's test for the Dior Lip Glow. So I think I'll probably end up wearing either the 001, the pink, or the berry shade for most of the day. I think I put the berry one already down in my purse so I would have it with me so I wouldn't forget. But this is what my lips look like now. I took a day off in between testing just to kind of make sure that, you know, my lips both had, you know, the starting point was not too soon after the lip glorifier. So I don't currently have any cuts. My lips currently, they're not like, they're not really dry feeling or anything. I actually didn't even wear any lip balm to bed last night, which is unusual for me, but I wanted to kind of leave my lips alone, and they're actually in pretty good condition today. So not flaky, not dry and crunchy at all. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put on the lip glow in pink. And when I put it on, you know, it gives me like that hint of pink. And in like 10 minutes or so, it's going to be a bit brighter pink. You can see it. It's actually starting to get a little darker already. So yeah, that's my biggest issue with the lip glows is, for me, all of them kind of end up turning out to be the same color. So unfortunately, I think the berry is slightly you know, it's a little bit more purpley, so it gives me maybe a little bit more of a different look. But the other colors that I've tried, you know, for the most part, they all end up looking very, very much the same. And I think that's because there's some sort of pH adjusting component in here where it's supposed to react with your skin's chemistry to kind of, you know, give your lips their best look. Like, I think that's what all the Dior Glow products do. I'm not 100%, but I know the Rosy Glow blush and so forth, they were kind of all formulated along the same idea of being something universal where everybody would get this like universal rosy glow based on your skin chemistry. So, you know, I'm not sure how different they're technically supposed to look on your lips, but I know on me, they end up looking pretty much all the same. So texture-wise, if you haven't tried these before, you know, they do have a bit of a scent. I can never really pinpoint what it is, but yeah, it's like powdery fruity. I don't know. But it reminds me of lip products I used when I was like a teenager and stuff. So, you know, it's not a bad scent and it's not overpowering. I don't notice the scent on my lips. Texture wise, this is waxier feeling than the Cle de Peau. The Cle de Peau had a little bit more of a smoother finish and it wasn't as thick going on. So it was just kind of like a more finely milled finish feeling, whereas this feels a little bit thicker on the lips. But yeah, so I will give you guys updates throughout the day and I will see you soon. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back with an update on the Dior Lip Glow and it's been 5 hours. I have reapplied 3 times. One of those though, I had ramen for lunch. So, you know, I took it off and then reapplied after eating. So, you know, it's really more like 2 applications. No issues with the texture. Everything is staying nicely moisturized. I'm not having any peeling or, you know, it doesn't feel like it's drying out my lips or anything. It does feel more like an actual lipstick because of the thickness of the actual product. You know, it has a more of a creamy feeling versus a traditional lip balm. So overall, so far, so good. So thanks. Okay, so I'm back with the final update for the Dior Lip Glow. So I did wear it overnight. I've been up for a little while already this morning, but I haven't done anything. Haven't had anything to eat or drink. I did brush my teeth, but this is basically how it's worn. So, you know, my skin on my lips,
it feels fine. It doesn't feel super moisturized, but it doesn't feel super dry. Like, I don't think this dried my lips out any. But I do, like, it's not quite as smoothly textured. But I have no like cracks or bleeding or anything, you know, it's still, it's good. I have a little bit of pigment clinging to the lips. I don't see any like actual spots of it, but overall I just see it's a darker color than my lips normally are, more pink. So this is everything, and I'll be back later with my final thoughts. Thanks.
Okay, so I am back with my thoughts on the two lip products. So I tested the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier and the Dior Lip Glow, and they went head to head to see which one ended up being my personal favorite between those two. And before I get into my opinions, let me go ahead and go over some information that you can find online. So the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier is described as a moisture-rich tinted lip balm that delivers radiant color and glow while protecting lips from dryness, and it creates the appearance of fuller lips. Now, there is a cooling sensation with the Cle de Peau lip glorifiers, and I'm assuming that that is what is creating the fuller lips. There's a little bit of mint possibly in there. I'm not sure if it's in all the colors, but definitely the red. Honestly, though, I can't really feel much of that cooling sensation. Like, if I kind of pay attention when I apply it, I feel a little bit of it, but it's pretty minimal. Definitely, like other lip products that I've used are way more intensely tingly than the lip glorifiers. So I don't even usually notice. Okay, and then this product can also be used as primer. So if you use it as a primer, it says it smooths the surface of lips to improve the color of lipstick applied on top. And if you use the lip glorifiers long term, it says the lips are deeply moisturized and dullness is diminished. All right, now the Dior Lip Glow, we know that product's been around quite a while. I'm sure the lip glorifiers have too, but they haven't really been on my radar before. So I don't know how long they've been around. They do have an original one, which I don't have, which it's like the light pink, but it's got like a clear core, like clear lip balm core of it. All right, now the Dior Lip Glow, it is a color awakening hydrating lip balm with a custom rosy tint effect and subtle shine. Now, what I didn't know is that there are other finishes. So I knew that we've got the original finishes and they come in several different colors. And then there's the holographic one. And I did not realize there's also a matte lip glow. And apparently the matte lip glow can also work as a primer for matte lipstick or a base for matte lipstick. So it says that the matte lip glow adds a velvety finish with a soft blurring effect and works as a base for matte lipstick. So I had no idea that existed. I'm kind of intrigued, but yeah, so there's that. The Dior Lip Glow, it uses Color Reviver technology, which reacts to the unique chemistry of each person's lips to give them a natural flush of custom color that suits each skin tone. And they did a test with 11 subjects using the original lip glows, and it says that it's hydrating for 24 hours. So I don't know, it's a small sample size, but I personally did not have any issues with hydration. Now, one thing to note is the Dior lip glows are a much better value than the Cle de Peau lip glorifiers. So the Cle de Peau lip glorifiers are like $45 each, and they are 2.8 grams. Whereas the Dior lip glow, what are they? I think they're $34 each, and they are 3.5 grams. So you're getting more product and you're paying $10 less for the Dior lip glows. So that is one thing to know. Another thing that I did not know, and forgive me, but I do not know which companies own which brands and stuff, but I didn't realize Cle de Peau is owned by Shiseido, or at least they're affiliated in some way, because on the bottom of my tube, it says that it's the Shiseido company, and I can't see where it's made by because they've got this little like code on top, but below it, it does say Paris. So, you know, I had no idea. So just thought that was interesting. Now, the Dior Lip Glow says made in France on the bottom of this one. All right, so as to my thoughts on these products. Now, the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier, I think it has a very sheer, light texture to it. It feels just like a thin balm. It's very comfortable on the lips. You kind of forget you're wearing it. It honestly, it stays on really well. I don't have to reapply often, and I kind of forget that it's there, but it still is giving a nice tint of color. So I really like that. Dior Lip Glow. I feel like this is a thicker formula. It's more lipstick in texture, just meaning that it's a little bit thicker and creamier on the lips. It's a little bit waxy feeling to me versus like a regular lipstick. Like I'm assuming that's the lip balm effect. You know, it just feels like there's a higher concentration of like waxes in there. And the one drawback for me, and this is not true for everybody, but this color reviving technology, for me, the way it works with my skin's chemistry is that everything ends up looking the same. So regardless which color I use, they all end up looking pink. So when I first apply, like for example, this one here is the berry. I have my other ones downstairs, but they it looks berryish when I first apply it, and I really like that color, but if I wait like 20 minutes or so, it turns pink. So they all end up turning pink on me. Even the light pink one ends up being a darker pink than I would expect after a little bit of time. So that is a drawback for me, just the fact that I can't really, you know, get a different color with those. Although I'm always tempted, like the new Dior Lip Glow in Rosewood came out, and I was so tempted to get it. I almost pulled the trigger a few times, and then I decided not to, just because they always end up looking the same. I'm not sure if that's going to be any different. So for me personally, I have found that both of them really hydrate my lips well. So the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier, I had a little crack in my lips, and you know, it was one of those ones that like bleeds a little bit. So I had one of those prior to using it, and it healed. By the end of the day, that crack was gone. It did not come back. I actually waited a full day without really wearing any lip products to kind of see if my lips would dry out and that crack would come back and it wasn't like truly gone. And then I used the Dior Lip Glow the following day. The crack did not come back. It did not return. Now, I tried wearing both of them overnight. When I woke up in the morning, and this, who knows, you know, maybe I like rolled and it rubbed off or whatever, but I did have more, it looked like I had the lip glorifier on still when I woke up. Like I felt like a thin layer, whereas the lip glow was kind of gone basically from my lips. So I don't know. That's probably, it probably means absolutely nothing, but who knows? Anyway, both of them ended up keeping my lips hydrated. I didn't have any cracking. It was pretty smooth. Overall, I really liked the way both of them worked on my lips. However, my personal preference, and who I am giving the award for this battle to, is the Cle de Peau Lip Glorifier. Even though it's more expensive and you're not getting as much product, I just personally like the texture and feeling of this one on my lips more, so I know it's something I'm going to reach for more. Because honestly, I have had the Dior lip glows since they very first came out, and the original pink one, I still have the majority of that tube left. It's just not something I reach for. So even though I always like them, and I do wear them during the summer and stuff occasionally, because I think, you know, having just a nice tinted lip balm is great. But I just wish that they were slightly lighter in texture, and I wish that they did not all look the same on me. And I know that for some people, the colors are evident, but for me, they're not. So that's my personal drawback. If you haven't tried either the lip glow or the lip glorifier, I would definitely recommend trying out the lip glow and seeing how you like it, especially since it is a less expensive product, you know, and you're getting more for your money. So this is something, you know, I'll like toss in my purse or something and use occasionally. But for me, the lip glorifier, I just personally prefer it. So I think overall though, they tied in healing abilities, well, or moisturizing abilities. I can't really judge how well they healed my lips, because honestly, the lip glorifier, it did a great job kind of healing things up, and my lips were in pretty good condition when I started with the lip glow. So I think overall they both were very effective, very moisturizing, no issues with that. And yeah, that's just my personal opinion. So I'd love to know what you guys think. So if you could leave any questions, comments, or anything down below in the comment box, that'd be great. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are interested in subscribing, if you haven't already, please do so. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this was fun for you. So have a great day.